Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words, because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Right to the air goes Nix. And this one too low.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football to win last week, so naturally, he's going to come out throwing here, but that time, they couldn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Malone. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Looking to put a drive together.
79 Broncos, Cougar 19, ready.
This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. He's across midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down. A gain of 30.
Grab 50.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Here's 2nd and 10.
70 range, 19, 18. Seven Pirates.
That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jersey. They're there for the stop defensively, Nick Benito. 2nd and 9.
19 tight. 19. Warriors 17.
At the Broncos' 19-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Operating from the gun, Lockhart. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Off the play fake, Lockhart. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. On the return, Trey Palmer. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
18 Randall. Tampa 11. Buffalo 18.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about it.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered, they still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Dalton Kincaid, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Raiders nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. goes spinning away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Now you know that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for them. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff to Genty. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos 36-yard line.
Off play action. Lockhart. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Lockhart. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. On 4th down, Lockhart working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cup 19, Cup 19. Hey, Smash. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Bond. He's got him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Cougar 19. 70 Timberwolf. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll go again with Genty. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Dragon 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brevin Jordan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. To throw is Nix. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Looking to throw. Lockhart. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
18 on the play. First down, Raiders.
Up the middle, it's Jensen. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 42-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. Lockhart. He's going to let this one go deep. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Trap to 50, trap 50, trap 50.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 race, Dragon 60.
On 4th down, Lockhart. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 47-yard line.
Here's Nix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now it's Nix. That is caught. They'll get it inside the 20. And all the way home for Broncos score. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos had 6 to their lead. This offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. Good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's out just shy of the 40. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the gun on third down, Lockhart. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Captain.
To throw, here's Nix. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Nix to the air. They'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's 3rd and 7. Nix from the shotgun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Dalton Kincaid with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he's he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Looking to throw. Lockhart. Open man, that's Bond. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
A gain of 14. First down.
Operating for the gun. Lockhart. Looking downfield, he's got Thornton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19.
Back to throw. Lockhart. Open man, it's Palmer. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Las Vegas. First down.
10 to 11.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw again. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll run straight ahead with Genty. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to at least get one score back. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Hold on, son. Ready. My favorite.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
It's the score.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the rout is on here in this first half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Go now. 70 Lions. 70 Lions. Warriors 70. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Second and 15. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
19 Titans. 70 Rangers. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Cup 19. Cup 19.
From the gun on third down. Lockhart. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Second and 10.
Drop 50. Drop 50. Jeanette. 18. 5. Cougar 19.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This taken in right around the goal line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came to...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly.
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Nix. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
33 yards
is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go! Steady!
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Off the play fake. Lockhart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, and this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, 45 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point forthcoming.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Broncos 49, Raiders 22.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Stephanie! Warriors, Cowboy 80! Throwing to start the drive. Lockhart will get this out to Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Riley Moss. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, Cougar 19, 7 Pirates, 60 Mavericks, 6.
Operating from the gun, Lockhart. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete. Right side, it's Bond. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it under pressure now. He's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Here now a 3rd down at 8.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Lockhart. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty from 8 yards out. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is down to 20. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Malone. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Malone. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
Now a give right side. It's Malone. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey! Bombers.
Throwing Nix. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. He's got room at the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Captain, ready.
Looking to throw. Nix. And he's going to go down. Safe right around the 17. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
19.
Operating from the gun, Lockhart. To the left side, he finds Bond. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Trap 60.
Back to throw. Lockhart going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Raiders 43.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
Left 19.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready, right?
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
Off-play action. Lockhart. Touchdown. Dante Thornton from 17 yards out. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he wasn't able to do much with it.
And some room to run now. There he goes again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
19 kites. 79 Broncos.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Nix. Now a run here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Come on.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
7 Pirates. Yep.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Palmer. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
25 yards on the play.
Over the middle, he's got Thornton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 40 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go.
Genty fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Genty. And this time he is in. Ashton Genty taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, Cowboy 80. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Lions. Drop 60, Cup 19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18, 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Lockhart. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
19 Charger, 19 Warriors, 17. 7 Pirates, Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun. Lockhart. That's caught by Palmer. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
The man is Bond. He's got it. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Bond. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Clock man, and now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. There he goes, left side. On his horse. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 98 yards. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I'm remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Downfield and caught by Thornton.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Broncos, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Pick your meat, click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul?